Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for US oil or the crude oil. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting on 1 hour time frame, we've had this very sideways action since March 2022. Basically, we have two scenarios overall. In which the bullish scenario is saying that we had a 3 and 4 coming down here, ending around the April 11th of 2022. In this bullish scenario, we would have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1. So overall a 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we have already retraced this sub-minute wave structure around the 78.6%, which makes it less likely to be this case. As we don't have that bullish move as usual. Usually if we want to be bullish, we mostly target the golden pocket around the 618 and the 0.5 of course. We had that 0.5 struggle here with this price on crude oil, but ultimately we did break down to create this last leg. Now with this bullish scenario, we would have to say that we have an A, B and C here for a wave W, then some kind of three-way structure into X, and then another A, B, C into wave Y. Now overall this would get a really big WXY where the Y almost gets to the 1.618, but not quite. As mentioned, again this is a sign of weakness if we are going beyond the 0.618 here. We had that some kind of structural support here on the previous lows as well, but we did not hold those. We had a very small bounce here, but we ultimately just reversed back down. So that is basically it. If we still want to be bullish, however, we would have to be saying that this price action here, from the lows of the 22nd of June, we would need to have these as a 1-2 structures. Overall, when I'm looking at this, again, these are very overlapping structures. All of this starts of something seems to be very overlapping, which could mean two things. Either this is a corrective pattern or these are 1-2s. If it indeed is a nested pattern, then this is going to take off like a rocket. But again, that would be one of the scenarios that we are expecting. But that is basically the bullish scenario. On the bearish scenario, we had a third of intermediate here, A, B and C here into wave A, and then A, B and C into wave B. At this point, we would be looking for 5 ways down to complete this C leg down here into wave 4. After that point, we would be looking for higher prices again. At this very moment, this looks kind of okay-ish as a 5-way move, but again, it does not follow the normal wave extension areas. In this one, we would have this wave 3 not the largest, not even larger than wave 1, so we would be expecting a wave 1 to be the extended wave structure. Wave 3 should not be the smallest here. It is just barely larger, as you see, 1-to-1 extension here, than the wave 5, so again, there is no real issues. It is valid structure, but as mentioned, generally when we have a bleeding diagonal, the impulse structure afterwards or after the wave 3 is really large. In this case, it is not too large. So before, I was expecting this to go further and further, as I was hoping for this to be a 1 of something. This would be a 2 or something, but again, this very sideways structure reminds a lot of wave 4s. Generally, they are very sideways. But yeah, I had my expectations downwards. I had a short setup up here, and then I rode this, took profits here, and set my stops. Maybe it was, I think it was these highs, and it got stopped out on the early pullback already here, but I got some profits out of it. At the moment, I'm not playing this again. This is looking so much like overlapping structures that I am currently expecting that this is indeed that wave 2. Now for the bullish scenario, again, this was needed to be a wave 1, 2 nested patterns, but for wave 2, if we are playing this to the south, then we are expecting this again to be some kind of corrective pattern. Now, interesting levels, $112.6 and the $115 area where we have a 0.5 and golden pocket. So those two areas are the key levels here that should be watched. So yeah, this is a very bearish count. If indeed we are going to be having this as a wave 1, coming back to golden pocket, 1.618 would already be at $80. We have invalidation level here for this overall idea here already at $85. So this is overall not looking too good. So we'll see what happens in the future. But again, generally we would at least look for this to be an A, B and C then, if not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then that would be changing the overall structure here into a W, X and Y. This would give us less downside, but again would keep this bearish count overall alive. So let me label that again here, A, B and C coming down. So that for that we would target again the 1-to-1 extension around 90, 95 or $94, something like that. So yeah, 1-to-1 extension does not take out the A wave lows or the W wave lows, so it's really close to starting to be into this wave 1. So we could be taking some kind of swing failure pattern and then heading higher. But yeah, those are the plays that I'm going to be looking for on USOIL at this moment. This might take some time. We could be looking at this, something like this, and then getting up. But we'll see. I'm not going to be playing this reach back. Just going to be looking for these levels that I have pre-set up. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I want to share today. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. Also, if you would like me to update a certain other asset, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.